Uff da. Det var ikke noe greit.
Kan du rappe?
Really loved the setting along the beach, flying the kite. And I just thought the actress, well done. Kudos, man. I thought she was so great in this. Both of the actors, really good. Just really well acted and written. But something about the girl actress, she just did such a great job with her expressions. Great direction here in editing. This, to me, really showed the difference between a child and an adult's perception, how we start off in the world and what we become almost, and that we need to be reminded of that childlike perception. Very nice directing. I mean, some of these moments that they had together, oh my gosh. And I loved that you let the actors find those moments in those scenes where what they were saying to each other really hit them, especially with the male actor. He was really letting what she said sink in before he reacted. It wasn't rushed. I love that this wasn't rushed. It was such a beautiful message and so nicely presented.
What I perceive in How to See a Kite is a lighthearted way of telling us that we can fix our relationships with our loved ones and friends easily if we wanted to, just like the uncle did for his niece with her broken kite. He proclaims, "It looks harder than it seems," but she retorts, "It's sometimes easier than how it looks." And both these metaphors share the same sort of value and mindset. I think what the little girl wants to teach us is to look at things easier than harder because we tend to have a negative and pessimistic outlook on life and how we handle things, such as the uncle and this Maria person who I presume is his sister and her mom. I think the visuals are nice enough for the two leads to stand out alongside the blue clear sky and the sandy beach. The waves in the background is very calming and not distracting. The whole setting leaves for such a philosophical, deep conversation between the two.
It's really cute to see how kids connect to things in a certain way. And I think that is represented really well here in this short film. And I like how the older gentleman kind of has this moment of things are broken, but they can be fixed. And kind of goes from what he said in the beginning of like, no, this can't be fixed, to, well, maybe it can, like kind of saying never say never, so to speak. This girl has so much of an influence that impacts him during this conversation to change him. Who you were 5 minutes ago might not be the same person you are now. And I think that is something that is very well represented here.
Seeing things from different perspectives and seeing things glass half full versus glass half empty. And I liked the writing a lot. I like that subtle reframing of the, things sometimes aren't as difficult as they seem versus like things are easier. Sometimes things are easier than they look. It's just the little things, but they do make a difference. And I also really liked the visual representation of that, in that she has this smiley yellow happy face kite and he sees a black, skull and crossbones, like pirate type of kite. And yeah, and then I love how he is able to shift his thinking at the end. She kind of inspires him to do so, and she's, she becomes his best friend, and I think she's really, really good for him.
We see quickly that the kite is an analogy for things broken, and sometimes things that are broken that we think are unfixable are easier to fix than we think. I believe the kite is the analogy for this broken relationship with Maria. And once he explains how, friendships and relationships can mend if you care about the person, the daughter makes it very plain and simple that his relationship with Maria can be repaired. It's just such a lovely message. And so simple and just clear. And I love the analogy of it all. I love the lighting. It's very bright. It feels real airy, really sunny. It just had this tone and feeling of like happy and lightness and just, I don't know, just like warmth.
So much visually that contrasts with the emotions of the main character here, and I think it really elevates the piece. You know, he's in a very sunshiny place. He's at a beautiful beach on a beautiful day with his niece, who he seems to love very dearly. She's holding a kite with a smiley face on it, but clearly he is feeling everything but joy, everything but happiness, despite his surroundings. But through this conversation with her, he's able to find this lightness again. And as he puts it at the end, his new best friend. I just loved it. There's so much sincere tenderness to it. And both actors just really sell it and the relationship in such a short time. It's magnificent.
But there was a very naturalistic dynamic between father and daughter, and a very sort of a strong sense of emotional depth, especially in a short amount of time. I thought the musical cues also really helped with that, and I thought the young actress was really extraordinary and great, and sort of maintained the narrative conceit and bring a level of emotion and dynamic with her lead partner that felt very natural.